pride on the line here that we can see unfold in December. But before we get to any of that, we got to talk about these two players getting ready to throw down here. Now, when I was watching yesterday in doubles, I was like, look, there's a lot of Steve here.
There was quite a bit of Steve.
Quite a bit of Steve.
The Steve era is upon us.
It is upon us, man. I wasn't even ready, but you know what, though? We gotta do it the right way. Let's do it, man.
So it looks like we got Teaser versus Dinner. All right, let's get it. So, wow, I mean, two very controversial characters here. We got the Hero and the Steve. I think the bounce is going to be very effective versus Steve Minecart here. So we'll see. And, I mean, both these characters, when you kind of fade back a little bit and mine up, or you can buff yourself up as Hero, right, with all those RPG buffs. So both these characters kind of get a little bit of some-some.
That's right, man. Getting a lot more than a little some-some right there. Freezes them, stops them in place, gets them caught on that platform. Just kind of sending them a message right there. You need to watch how you approach me. Okay. Back and off cart. Yeah, Minecart, like we talked about before, really playing a big role right now. Not a lot of percent here separating these two, but I'm a little afraid right now. I mean, when you get, I mean, Steve is already a tough character to fight. I mean, I think we know that, all memes and jokes aside. You start letting these players, you know, get some alone time to themselves on stage, you know, they can just start imagining anything to do to you.
Yep, and look at this. Steve just going to set up shop here. Going to farm for the bounce buff. Here's the bounce buff. That's going to be very good against the minecart when Steve gets off, but getting a little aggressive here. Now Teaser able to set up shop. Wow, the zoom, though, able to go over the wall here. But there's the diamond, and it looks like Teaser just going to save that diamond for the next stock.
Oh, that's right, man. And turning Dinnermancer right there into roadkill. One car online was able to connect. Had to outmaneuver the bounce, though. Just go, oh, and that back air is actually going to be enough to do it. Wow.
Yeah, and that was really huge for Diner because, I mean, or Dinner, because it's so hard to catch Steve, right? You're going up against a character that can put these blocks out and disadvantage, renew that double jump, right? Not the best base stats, but you have so many resources to just reset everything. So it can be hard to catch Steve in that situation, but you got those big swords, but the minecart rolling through.
That's right, man. Coming back here, the great equalizer itself. Not like what I just seen there a moment before. Kind of had Dinnermancer, Dinnermancer, I said manager. Dinnermancer caught in the corner with those down tilts, of course, just dropping the fire right on top of him. And this kind of goes to show that, like, yes, Hero, as crazy as this character probably feels, they do have to manage that MP properly. Having to use zoom every time you get caught in a corner like that, I mean, that could just be really detrimental.
Okay, there's the up B out of shield from the parry here. Okay. Cooking up the thwack. I saw that on the menu.
Okay. Hitting with a little bit of lightning right there. I like this. Oh, try to just end it all. I mean, you know what? I feel him, man.
Yeah, sometimes you got to play it dirty against Steve.
Okay, looks like he was coming down with another forward air. Now, that's one thing I will say about Dinnermancer. I have seen a lot of just falling forward airs and back airs on shield. None really punished yet, but we'll see what Teaser fan can turn this into.
And look at how much iron that Teaser has. I mean, that's a lot of iron. Over half his inventory is that iron, right? So going to have a lot of minecart options and a lot of down air as well.
Oh, night. Oh, but it don't even. Oh, wait, will it matter? It don't matter.
What a trade. Yeah. Minecart for the snooze.
That's right. That's the great DLC right there, man.
That's DLC versus DLC if I've ever seen it.
No, that is super facts right here. Now, one thing I cannot ignore is a bit of a gap here between these two players. Now, 87%, looking to shorten it, bounce back online. So, of course, Minecart not going to really play much of a factor for a little while longer, but has done really good, even without the bounce.
MP looking low here, but again, the inventory for the meadow looking quite large here for Teaser. Here's the zoom. Going to try to catch the landing and expend the double jump, but going to use the block and the minecart to reset. Oh, off the block, though. No tech.
That's right. Back onto solid ground here. Just going to slip and slide right in. No grab, though. That move a little bit trickier to catch than it may look.
Okay, here's the psych up. This could be an opening for the KO.
I'm really scared here. Both these two characters, I mean, they just can really slow a match down. Not because they really want to, but because they just have tools in their kit that could really just obliterate your stock. I think both sides, of course, show each other a lot of respect, but both sides also coming for your neck right there. Love that.
Again, the metal is endless here, and the pickaxe being used to mine, of course. Most stages for Steve, you're going to have to use the pickaxe, but there's some exceptions like Smashville and Town you use, I believe, the axe to mine that. So, I mean, Steve's very complex in terms of what resources you get, what tool do you use to mine on what stage. It really matters.
That's right, 100%. I mean, just that full use of the terrain, 100% can really just kind of make or break a match for you. Wow, dash attack. I'm very, very overzealous. I mean, we're just tossing out the big buttons here, but I don't blame him. I mean, you know, Steve, I mean, I'm not saying he's the heaviest dude in the world. You know, probably a little bit more on the lighter side, if I'm not mistaken. Just looking to swing big right here and get rid of him. But, of course, Dinnermancer really struggling to find this opening.
And TEASER does not have a pickaxe. There's no fair or bare options here. TEASER is not opting to use the diamond. I believe TEASER has multiple diamonds in stock, if I'm not mistaken. So could have built one, but just going to save it here. Yeah, and you see, they craft the diamond. You can hold up to 6 to 9 diamonds, so you can hold enough.
That's right, man. Gotta stay with the jewelry on deck.
Okay, pretty even.
Yeah,
man, we're down to 2 minutes, too.
Goodness, yeah, we're starting to pull away. There's those down tilts from before. 36 MP is going to have to, yes, try to zoom. Or excuse me, just use the up special through that. But before he was using zoom to get out of harm's way. Minecart coming through the big way right now.
Yeah, that's that quick fair or bear. Use it rising very quickly. Instead of the pickaxe, you will get the sword. And wow, drop right in front. But the minecart is going to be enough, especially with that gold and the redstone. You're going to be zooming with that minecart, and it's going to hit real hard.
That's right, 100%, man. Big turnaround of what we've seen right there from the beginning of the match. Beginning of the match started out a little slow. Of course, both characters just need a little bit of time to really get their tools in order. But once one side really got a good flow of pace, you know what I'm saying, it was really able to apply that to the match. It wasn't looking good for Mr. Dinnermancer there.
Yeah. I mean, so much resources. Again, when you play slow against Steve and Steve gets diamond on the first stock, you're essentially going to play the rest of the game with Steve with diamond in stock, right? And going up against diamond weapons the entire match, it can be really hard because the opening Steve started to start to feel overwhelming in terms of damage output and even just the stray hits, right? Like stray hit fair, stray hit bear with the pickaxe. It's going to be so powerful. So Steve, again, you're just going to have Steve being able to get stocks pretty early, right?
Yeah.
And on top of that, if you sit back too much, a lot of metal on deck, right?
Yeah.
And we've seen iron, my bad. I always say metal.
I got
Twitch
you,
chat always roast me.
Yeah.
It's iron, I get it.
Iron, man.
All right, it's iron. But yeah, there was so much iron in the inventory, right? So a lot of down airs. Even your blocks, when you put down iron blocks, they're going to last forever. So.
Right. And I'm glad you brought up like the forward air and back air too. I feel like that was something that really kind of shifted the tide towards the middle of the match. I mean, you know, it stayed relatively even for the most part in terms of stocks percents. Of course, were a slightly different story. And when, you know, every time TEASER fan would run up, hold shield, I see forward air, I see back air. Or I'm up underneath a platform, run off platform, I'm going for forward air. I mean, that's just a rising fair bear out of shield every time. You know what I'm saying? Right combination right there in your toolkit, that's doing like, you know, a crap load of percent. I just felt like little aggressive right there in that first match, and I get it. You know, I see Steve with a lot of percent. I'm not trying to give him any time to think. I'm trying to get in, put the hands on him. But you got to think just a little bit harder sometimes, man, because that could be all a part of the plan.
Yeah, I think TEASER played the boxing scenarios off really well, especially when there were specific buffs, right? You got to watch the psych up and the oomph, especially psych up. Psych up, you only get one use of it, so it's essentially your next move. And, you know, TEASER did a really good job avoiding the up tilt, avoiding the grabs as well when the psych ups and the moves were on deck. So, back to PS2. A lot of iron going to be on deck here for TEASER. But with that, you're going to be using the pickaxe. And that, I mean, that could be one of the things you could abuse, right? And that's what I want to see. I want to see a lot more of that, like, second charge side beat from Hero. It's that thunder right there. And you see it kind of just clears the blocks, and you're able to threaten Steve at that mid-range. You want to be able to threaten Steve outside of his burst range, and that's when you start forcing Steve to start, you know, making riskier decisions when you get into that mid-range.
Oh, 100%. We've seen a little bit of it in the last match, too, just him trying to use that as a way to kind of close that gap out, apply a little bit of pressure, just not allow him to get his tools set for free, but a little late to the party. It looks like now a bit of a mini game here, a bit of a platformer, if you will, up on those blocks, trying to find an opening forward there. And yeah, there's the thunder once more. Okay, that time a little close for comfort. Of course, you still got to space that correctly. Forward air backer can definitely catch you. Oh, whoa, that was close.
Yeah, I think you got a phantom footstool there, so that's going to really put Dinner back on the map here, but still on the ledge. Need to get out of the corner here. TEASER not going to throw out a hitbox before that block breaks, though.
Okay, rolls through the platform. Excuse me, rolls through the ledge. Another backer again. There's those aerials I was talking about before. Really trying to put that damage on, but can't be too aggressive.
Okay, here's the psych up, and the mana looking real low here for Dinner. Gonna try to get this edge guard. Tries to get the up tilt, doesn't connect, and there is the anvil, the Looney Tunes.
That's right. The Acme Studios dropped it right on top of him, and I love the recovery system here from TEASER fan. I mean, of course, you know, it takes a certain type of Steve player, of course, to, you know, maneuver that up B the right way. Because I remember when, like, day one Steve came out, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, I can't get this up B to work right. But now that we got it correct, you know, just the evasion off stage has just been so good. I mean, of course, the block gameplay just really kind of thwarting what Dinnermancer's been trying to do. But just the ability to kind of swerve up and down the snap ledge immediately. Always a great thing to see. Wait, does he? No. Okay.
Yeah, you don't want that spell.
No, not that one, man.
There's not too many situations where, I mean, there's some situations where you can Kirby down B someone, you know?
Sure,
the Kirby down B vibes. But other than that, not the greatest spell in the book.
Okay, just trying to even this, more than even it out, trying to shut it down. Cards online. Gets him caught in now. Where's he going to land with it? Been using that to land towards center stage quite a bit.
It's actually random where you land.
Yeah, I see like it's like a dice roll every time, but he keeps getting it towards the middle. I'm like, damn, I mean, after two or three of them, yeah, I'm gonna just up beat you, man. I'm gonna catch you.
Yeah, Dinner might have to hit the casino instead of the Smash tournament.
Oh, that is facts.
Getting mad lucky with these zooms, but might need a little bit more than luck here. Again, center stage with Teaser, not gonna be able to punish here.
Okay. Both sides backing off here a little bit. Dinnermancer going red, so looking to put a stock to bed. He's getting ready to do just that. Getting ready to do just that. Yeah, Goodbye.
This is going to be a wrap here for that Teaser stock. Has the diamond on deck, goes for the minecart right out the rip. My goodness, 35%, but that uses quite a bit of mana. I believe like 40 or 50 MP there.
That's right.
For Dinner. So looking a little low on mana, but we are getting aggressive.
That's right. Getting a little handsy right now. Now, I'm getting game number one Teaser fan. I mean, he was just the king of the ring. The boxing match really just played out in his favor, but I've seen it play out a little differently here right now. Dinner cooking Teaser fan up. Okay.
Yeah, and Teaser, I was going to say, has not crafted diamond just yet, but finally going to go ahead and use that. Damn. Almost gets the stock there. Up and over. There's the fire. Almost gets the KO off the down tilt. What's the edge guard? Goes high, and Steve not going to have the mobility to keep that up.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go in for a dash attack or maybe try to back throw him. Okay, great parry. Clean. Oh, my, damn.
That was not you actually wanted back air there, and Steve can actually use block tech. You can B reverse into an aerial just to turn yourself around there. Teaser could have done that to get the KO, but got the fair and got the spike and was not enough off the bounce there.
I think I seen that yesterday in doubles. One of the matches, the two Steve, and I cannot for the life of me remember what everybody's name was because everybody just kept rocking the MK Leo tag.
Yeah.
I said, I don't know who's who. I said, but these two right here look like they know what they're doing, so I like them.
Yeah, there was MK Leo and also MK Leo.
That's right, I get it, man. Everybody wants to. I would like to be Leo too.
Okay, looks like the blocks.
Oh, I think I seen that at the beginning of the back air. Yeah, and he ends up catching him. Very clean Teaser right now, looking like the full trailer here.
Yep, and we got the double block setup here. Quite a lot of materials to burn through, but again, these metal blocks, they just have so much health. The metal or the coal.
I mean, on the subject of beaters not being full all the way, I cannot ignore, you know what I'm saying, the Dinner's just manageability of his MP in this match. Game number one, spent a lot of it just charging up. I get it. Spent a lot of it in the beginning of this match using the Thunder Ray, like you said before, to kind of close out that physical gap, apply that safe pressure, stop Steve from standing in the corner, and just standing there menacingly digging in his box of tools. This here, I mean, was just a complete turnaround, man. I'm glad we were actually able to push this one to game three because both sides, I feel like, are starting to adapt to each other really well. Yeah. And, I mean, I think that's just what you want to see in a game like Ultimate, man. We're not just pressing buttons willy-nilly. I know, man, Hero and Steve, we get a bad rep, but nah, there's a method to the madness. You just got to trust me.
Oh, yeah. And, I mean, right there, we saw Dinner use a lot of the fully charged neutral B, right? For either just whiff punishing, for damage, right there, or the stock, right? So, I mean, something in the arsenal that's a little bit more consistent, right? A little bit more consistent, and I mean, you don't have to really rely too much on digging in the spellbook, right? It's like, all right, you know, 35 damage, use this 40 MP, it's quite a lot, but if I'm whiff punishing with it, or sometimes take a little risk, get the stock, right? Right,
Fortune's going to favor the bold here sometimes. I mean, I think that's what's kind of pushed Dinnermancer here into a game number three because game number one was looking anything but good. Catches the air dodge, can't quite capitalize on it though, but I do like that again. Teaser tap into some of that big game one energy, man, just showing, yes, I can box. I am going to stand in the corner. I'm going to let you swing first, but if you get too close, all right, this Bart got some bite to it.
Okay, we are buffed up here, 40 mana. Okay, yep, just going to go ahead, and that's the great thing about putting that the anvil down and then going on top of the block. You can actually mine the iron from the anvil, so you can get your iron back, and it's you know, we're pinching iron out here, man.
No, that's facts. Big facts. Teaser coming through in a big way. Minecart, of course, not playing much of a factor here in this match. Dinnermancer much more hit to those waves. Catches another air dodge, cannot capitalize. Letting Dinnermancer know you ain't the only one that can box, okay? I just got to get my tools correct. Okay.
So Diamond's online here. This is an ideal situation because at least you put Steve in a situation where it's like, okay, you have one Diamond. Are you going to use it on a stock that's at already, what, 100%, right? So if it's nice when you at least can slow it down to where you can you're only going to deal with 2 stocks that have Diamond, unless the Steve takes a risk and just throws the Diamond on here.
And I feel like Steve at this level of play right here. Teaser, of course, this is pools, but don't get it twisted. I mean, they certainly know what they're doing. Definitely not looking to take any uncalculated risk. Love that up throw, though. Caught him standing in the corner maybe just one too many times. Got in between him and his setup. Yep. Of course, was able to capitalize. Very clean. Dinnermancer right here with a solid size lead here. You know, a little bit of MP left, but again, still utilizing that Thunder to shut that gap out. And just, again, even if, the Thunder can't quite stop him from moving, I mean, just to pin Steve down the way you want him to be pinned, I think will kind of help you here in this match.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And here comes Teaser mining up the iron back. And this is pretty big. Steve does have the Diamond on deck, but right now I just feel like Teaser, especially with that psych up, and you notice with the psych up, you actually can't pummel. There's a lot of heroes that will grab and pummel and then try to up throw, but that one pummel will use your psych up.
That's right.
So right there you saw Dinner just go just right on in, grab, up throw. That was the stock. So really utilizing that psych up and essentially giving Hero access to a kill throw, right?
Because as we know, he needs all the help in the killing department he can get, right?
Absolutely.
No doubt about that here. Dinnermancer right here with a very commanding lead. Not looking to slow it down. Glowing red right now. Well, once upon a time he was. That back air, of course, has spelled trouble since the very beginning of this match. Teaser fan can't quite find the right setup here. Yeah. Find the mine, sir. Come on.
And swords are just such a great tool to have against Steve, right? We talked about it earlier. You want to pressure Steve in the mid-range outside of his burst range. So you really force Steve to start guessing with things like grab or dash attack, right? Or just rising aerials in general. And because Dinner is able to do that, Teaser is not being able to find an opening even with the Diamond.
I know. And this is just really becoming just an uphill battle for Teaser fan. The up throw is going to barely be enough to do it, but hell, we'll take it, man. A stock is a stock in a game like this. I need all the help I can get. Dinnermancer here playing, okay, great shield, yes. And right now, since he has lead, we're starting to see a bit of a shift in pacing. Now, we never really got to see Teaser fan come in aggressive, and now I see why.
Oh, not going to go for the card, and is that an SD?
Oh,
yes,
no.
It is. That is so unfortunate, but honestly, Dinner kind of felt like had that one in the bag.
Dinner was served.
We almost got the crazy Steve 0 to death, right?
It was coming.
It was definitely coming, especially when you get that fair spike down into no tumble, no tech, right? And then you're able to loop it again. We did see a little bit of that, but kind of dropped it towards the end and then dropped a little too low into that bottom blast zone there. Was not able to recover. So, yeah, like you said, Dinner was served, man.
Dinner was served, man. Unfortunately,
it's lunchtime.
It's lunchtime, man. So you're early to the party. That's right. And if you're tuning in with Chuck and I, of course, you're very early to the party as well, man. We kick things off at noon today, and I'm having such a blast, man. I mean, we just got so many matches to play. I'm like, we sure we can get this all done at noon all the way to the end? But, though,